You're listening to the TechNerds Show, your weekly dose of the latest tech stories, analysis, interviews, and opportunities in the world of tech. If you're a techie or an enthusiast looking to stay up to date, this is the show for you. Be a part of the conversation and stay connected to our tech community on Telegram at TechNerds Show.
Cryptocurrency has stood its ground through all the bear markets, through all the rock pulling. It has stood its ground and it has come up like, okay, I have potential. There have been a lot of scams, but the underlying technology, the underlying ideology proves that cryptocurrency can easily be the future of finance.
In this episode, the team, in an interview with a talented technical writer specializing in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology sector, discuss cryptocurrency as the future of finance. Hello nerds, welcome to another exciting week. Hope you've been having an amazing and insightful week so far. All right, if you've not joined our social media community, what are you waiting for? There's a lot going on our social media. We have lots of updates on tech trends, tech news every Monday and Wednesday. So we would love you to catch up on what is going on and also catch up on the previous episodes that we've uploaded. Now, I am so excited that I'm not doing this alone this week with someone. We have a guest in the house. Hello, stranger. May we meet you?
Hello, I am Gospel Bassey, and I'm a technical writer. I think I have a short history writing for a couple of blockchain platforms, and currently I'm a technical writer at Turing. Turing is a company that uses an AI-based platform to connect developers with Silicon Valley companies.
Awesome. That's amazing. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much.
Some are sharing same surname. Are you brothers?
Do we look like?
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
You do look alike, so yeah.
I don't know the person anyway.
Oh my God. Okay, that's nice. So this week, today, we are talking about cryptocurrency and the future of finance.
Mr. Gospel, you said something about them that you've been writing for some blockchain platform in the past. Is Turing a blockchain platform?
No. Okay. So I was actually hoping you asked me this because while I was introducing Turing, I didn't do justice to the introduction. So Turing, it's actually a platform that vets developers, all type of developers, full stack, Python, game developers, video, React.js, any type of developer you want. So they vet the developers, they hire them, and they bring them to you and be like, okay, we solve the problem of the hiring process, because typically hiring a developer across the world takes 3-4 months on average for most companies, especially Silicon Valley companies. So what Turing does is they tell you, we'll provide these developers for you in less than 2 weeks. So they're also blockchain developers. We have Solidity, we have Rust, all of them. Anyway, even Coinbase, I think Coinbase, if I'm not mistaken, they also do get developers from Turing.
Awesome. Okay, so it's a
Okay. I looked at your portfolio on your CV a few days ago, and I saw that you work with a couple of crypto and blockchain companies in the past. As a technical writer, you're also a content writer too for a few other brands. Am I right?
Yes, you're correct.
So that means you're actually rich in knowledge in terms of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and everything blockchain technology.
Well, I wouldn't say so rich, because the beautiful thing about blockchain is it's an evolving technology, right? It's an evolving technology.
Definitely.
So every day there are new emerging layers of the knowledge coming on. So I wouldn't say I'm so rich, but I would say up to a standard I'm updated.
I like that you're updated. Awesome.
Okay, I read some days ago. We are looking at the future cryptocurrency, and it should be cryptocurrency as a future of finance. Some people, I read somewhere in maybe someone said something about cryptocurrency being the future of finance. What's their take about this?
Well, personally, I would love to put sentiments in this, because I wouldn't want to say I believe, because when I say believe, that's sentiment. I would love to say factually, with history, I think cryptocurrency is coming to that level where it's becoming the future of finance. Yes, cryptocurrency has been around for so many years. We can't really pinpoint exact time that they said, okay, this was when cryptocurrency started, but it's kind of like a slope. It's kind of like a gradient. It started somewhere. It's kind of like a little bit shady. Some people will say, oh, it started when cryptography was introduced by a computer scientist. Some people say, okay, it really started during the advent of DeFi in 2014. So there are different things. So I think so far cryptocurrency has stood its ground through all the bear markets, through all the rock pulling. It has stood its ground and it has come up like, okay, I have potential. There have been a lot of scams, but the underlying technology, the underlying ideology proves that cryptocurrency can easily be the future of finance. I was reading a news some couple of days back, because of this war between because of the sanctions rather that the United States is sanctioning Iran. They sanctioned them, and so Iran could not really trade its oil and do most of its imports and exports through using the United States dollar, because that's the international unit, right? So now what did they do? They went behind and they used Bitcoin to buy it. So now you see it's kind of like it's introducing a new level for people to use. And most people between Ukraine and Russia, when the United States sanctioned Russia, they said Russia wanted to use their own, they wanted to use cryptocurrency, although I don't think they did, but there were rumors that they wanted to use. So I think with time, when people are looking for financial freedom from the high powers, I think the go-to technology they will use is cryptocurrency, is blockchain, and the go-to thing they will use is cryptocurrency. So I think it can easily be the future of finance, factually.
Okay. The way you're describing, the way you mentioned something about the whole crypto coming to the whole system, and the way from what you just mentioned so far, cryptocurrency is actually from what I actually read, that cryptocurrency is actually built on the blockchain technology. And the way from your own explanation, that means this technology is actually disruptive. Can you call it a disruptive technology?
Definitely. So far, it has been very disruptive. I mean, look at the present world. I mean, look at Wall Street. I don't think there's any day Wall Street, there are news coming out from Wall Street, at least in a week, that you won't see something concerning cryptocurrency.
Okay.
It's gaining grounds. It's really, really gaining grounds. They are entering into different markets. So I think definitely the blockchain technology, it's a disruptive technology in itself. So when you combine cryptocurrency on top of it, cryptography on top of it, it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful technology. Although it has loopholes, it has a lot of loopholes.
Yeah. Nothing is actually 100% perfect.
Yeah, and it is in its infant stage. We can call it that way. So we still believe. I still believe that it will be disruptive.
I would like
Okay,
you
sorry.
to throw
Before,
a light.
sorry.
Someone,
Sorry.
let me
I still
ask
have
you.
one more question for you. Okay, you're free. Go on.
Okay, since it's a beautiful technology, in your opinion, I want him to throw more light on the regulations of cryptocurrency in Nigeria and maybe some part of Africa. What's your take? Why?
Okay.
Yeah, the government regulations, not just Africa, but I know some other foreign countries have their holdbacks. Can you throw light on?
Okay. I think for in the United States, which is I think their regulation is kind of like the most conspicuous one. I think what they are doing is they try to tax each of their crypto users on profits that they make. I don't think it's actually a regulation sort of. Yeah, they are regulating it also in a way, but I think one of the major things they do there is they tax their users. You know, in Africa, should I say in Africa? Yeah, in Africa, cryptocurrency is not really regulated, but in the United States, it's really regulated, and I think that regulation that is done in the United States, it's personally I don't think it's really needed, because they issue the background of cryptocurrencies for it to be. For me, I love the anonymity that comes with blockchain technology, that comes with cryptocurrency. I love the fact that it's decentralized. I don't want someone to come in and tell me, okay, you made so profit, so give me so this thing. I know the government will definitely want to tax something like that, and I think that's the pattern that the Nigerian government wanted to copy. You know, they came in and they were like, okay, we don't want anybody trading anything cryptocurrency in Nigeria again. For me, that was actually too fast, you know, because I don't think Nigeria has the underlying technology, ICT wise, to come in and be like, this is how we want our crypto or our blockchain sphere in the country to look like. But they just come in, and this is an industry young people are using to make a living. Young people are using to push themselves forward. And they came inside and they be like, we don't want anybody to trade so. We don't want anybody to buy so. They ban all the crypto vendors in Nigeria. Most of them had to go through the back doors on different apps to do those stuff you get. So I think the regulation in other country has been fair. It has been fair. They've not really gone too deep into what the users are doing themselves. They've not really touched or disrupted the anonymous aspects of it. And I think that part is actually very hard to touch, because that's what the blockchain technology, unless it's for people that are really trading on centralized exchanges, which for me, that's not my thing. I prefer the decentralized exchanges. So, but in Nigeria and in Africa, there are no real regulations. There are no real regulations involving crypto transactions in Nigeria or in Africa. So I think for now, that's still nice. And I wish it to remain like that.
We wish that too, because taking into cognizance of what happened.
Serious. Really wanted to be that way.
All right, someone can shoot your question.
So let me say, for the past 1 year or so, we have had a lot of rug pulls, exploits, hacks, and the rest in the whole cryptocurrency space. And a lot of people have been saying, okay, this is actually, will this be the future of finance? This cannot be future of finance. We're having all these forms of exploitation in this space. One thing I know about being the future of finance, let me say the core feature is global adoption. So looking at cryptocurrency as a future of finance and being the future of finance and global adoption, do you think all these exploit, hacks, and the rest, do you think it will hamper its global adoption?
Like what you hear so far, make sure not to miss any of our episodes by subscribing to us now and joining our community on Telegram at t.me/TechNerds Show. Now, back to the show.
Okay. I don't have any data. I've not actually seen any data so far that measures the level of adoption. Okay, I think there are data supporting that. But I think if you look at it, I'm saying this without any research knowledge on this. But I think if you actually look at at any data supporting adoption, global adoption, I think is on the positive side. The adoption is actually increasing. I'm just saying that I'm just putting that one out first. Okay. Now the rug pulls and everything. I don't think there's any technology that have actually come up and hasn't had bombs along the way, hasn't had any breakdown and stuff like that. And in cryptocurrency, I feel like it's one of it's rug pulls are necessary. They are really, really necessary for me, in my opinion. I think there are things that
you're calling rug pull. Wait, you're calling rug pull necessary evil, right?
Yes, because it's a necessary evil. Serious, it's a necessary evil, because we can't exist. Okay, just look at it. There are some rug pulls that you've heard of that you kind of like wonder the users that will rug. I'm not blaming them. I'm not taking happiness from their misery, but I'm just saying, if you look at what happened, it's like you were too careless. I think, and nobody, of course, I can't blame them. I'm not blaming them. But then, to put it in very simple words, rug pull actually makes us more careful. You get? Okay, like there was this rug pull. I think the biggest rug pull was the one of was it OneCoin or something? OneCoin, that a lady came up and was like, she just built a meme. Was it a meme coin or a Ponzi coin, something like that? She came up. She had no real value. She had no real, there was nothing real about her token. She just came out. She was like, okay, this is the coin I'm going to do. She created a team. They started marketing, and at the end, she ran with over $4 billion of people's investments. I mean, because this thing is decentralized, because it's on the internet, it doesn't mean you should just rush in and invest without looking back. I believe in the next couple of years, people are going to learn from the failures of people in this present time and be like, okay, they'll learn to audit projects by themselves. They'll learn to analyze projects. Is the developer known? Does the developer has history? What is the liquidity pool like? How many wallets are having these tokens? What's the percentage of tokens that are in particular number of wallets? You get all those processes. There are things that will help people in the future, because if these rug pulls did not come, we are not going to learn. So I think they are necessary evil. And I truly sympathize with people that have lost. Personally, I've also lost money to rug pulls. The most recent one, which most people don't call it a rug pull, the one of Luna Terra. Most people don't call it a rug pull, but I think that was an exploit, right? I think that was I think that one actually teaches the future developers, okay, if you want to peg a currency, a cryptocurrency, it's better you peg it to something more stable than pegging it on an algorithm. You get? So things like this, I think they are necessary. Seriously. So
that means
lose.
That means I think what you're trying to say, that means this exploit helps to increase our own security infrastructure and to teach us lesson in maybe you don't use this particular you don't follow to solve this problem using this particular model and the rest. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. I think it's building our security consciousness. It's building our minds towards how we should operate in the future. And
Okay.
That's it. Security consciousness. I think that's the word.
Okay, awesome conversation so far. Would you like to give us an overview of what is going on currently, the volatility of the cryptocurrency market? What are your thoughts? What are the advices, safety measures you want people to take, and how to invest when getting into cryptocurrency trading?
Okay. First, I think one of the number one rules in crypto is you can only invest what you are ready to lose. I think that's the number one advice they used to give to people that want to invest in cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And I think cryptocurrency has as an industry has the highest volatility rate. Has the highest. It's very, very volatile, extremely, extremely volatile. And people do talk of forex and stuff, but I'll be like, crypto is actually very, very volatile. I mean, look at the project. Most projects they're built on air. They are like castles built on air. So I feel like if anyone wants to invest, one, you bring in what you are ready to lose. That's number one advice. If you don't bring in money, you are not ready to lose. It's like any other business. You can lose, you can win. There are no assurances. And two, and most important, DYOR. DYOR. It's a common term in crypto. Do your own research no matter what. You don't follow Twitter shields. Or you don't, not that you don't follow though, like, because sometimes where the hype is, that's where the money is, you get. But most times you do your own research, you do background checks, this developer, how is it, blah blah blah. You check the charts, you do the technical analysis. There are people that teach technical analysis on YouTube. You follow the technical analysis and you do stuff like that, and then you know where to put your money. You know how the market will go. You check the bull run, and you check if it's a bull run or if it's a bear market. Most people don't like investing in bear markets because the market is very dull. Like presently, the market is very dull. There are no real movements. Things are like that. But if it is a bull run, I mean, a token can be launched today, tomorrow it does 200x, 200 times, you get. And if it does 200 times, you just invested you've invested like $10. I mean, that's $2,000, right? So that's the benefit of bull markets. And as I personally advise people, if you want to actually start, like adversely, I advise people, if you want to actually start investing, start in the bear market. Learn how the market, because if you start in the bull run, in the bull market, you'll be tempted to think that's how the market is always like. You'll be tempted to think, oh, it's always up, it's always going up, it's always going up. So I think if someone wants to start, the person should just start with learning about the basics of cryptocurrency, about charts, about markets, different type of decks, whether they want to use centralized exchange or decentralized exchange to trade normally. How much do they want to be investing? I think one of the most important things is they join a valuable crypto community. It might be on Telegram, it might be on WhatsApp, it might be on Discord. They join and they learn the basics of how cryptocurrency market works. And from there, they can look at their pockets and be like, okay, how much can I start with? How much can I afford to lose for a start? That's what I used to tell my friends when they say, I want to put money in crypto, I want to do crypto. The first question I ask them is, how much do you have to lose? And I think that question drives a lot of people away. When I ask you how much are you ready to lose, they'll be like, I'm not ready to lose anymore. They say, okay, no, you know if you do am. So I think that's like the basis, the number one thing they should learn. So from there, when they join a community, from the community, they will get mentors, people that will carry them on their backs and sympathize with them when they lose, because that's losing is one of the things. And sympathize with them when they lose and carry them on. So from there,
wow.
So from there, they can actually grow their profile, start learning. You can get lucky and you start today, tomorrow you are up there, you get. But most of the times it's a gradual process.
Okay, my final question to you.
Okay. Wow.
So the crypto market is actually a space that is growing and there's a lot of innovation going on. What are your predictions for the future, regardless of the volatility, the rise and fall? And, a lot of people are adopting it and some are not, the government regulations and all. But what are your predictions for the future? What's the future of cryptocurrency in Nigeria? Yes, I'm not talking about globally. I'm talking about Nigeria, Africa as a whole. Where do you see crypto in the next next few years?
Okay, number one, if we are talking about Nigeria, they have very high hopes because I think Nigeria had the highest. There was a study that was done. Nigeria had the highest number of crypto transactions, something like that. In not even in Africa, like when they ranking in the whole world, Nigeria was like top 5 or something. So
Adopters,
Nigeria
probably.
youth, you
Yes,
okay.
like the highest adopters or users.
Yeah, like the highest, should I say traders? Yeah, adopters too in Africa. I think we are the highest in Africa because we really, Nigerian youth are really into cryptocurrency. So I think in the aspect of volatility that you mentioned, volatility will the effect of volatility will be cushioned more as the prices of cryptocurrencies become more stable. And I feel like the prices are becoming more stable as the day goes by. So I feel like in the next couple of years, because there are a lot of predictions, people are saying BTC will go to 200,000 by 2024, blah, 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 blah. No matter the price it goes to, it's building stability. It's telling people I'm here to stay, right? So when it's building more stability, it will diminish the effects of volatility. So people will not be like, oh, I'm afraid my money will go, my money will this, my money will that. They'll kind of like become more assured that, okay, this thing has come to stay. And people are adopting it. Countries are adopting it. Industries are adopting it. Companies, different companies in different industries are adopting it. So I feel like in the next couple of years, Nigeria as a country will come to a state where the government can actually tell people, don't do this thing again, don't trade crypto again. No. I think in the next couple of years, Nigeria will be one of the leading TechWise will be one of the leading blockchain and cryptocurrency powers in the world. If the pace is being maintained, if the government will not interrupt the youth in their, I think because the reason this thing is going so smoothly, so fast is because the governments are not in it. Because I believe the moment the government puts their hand in it, it will become too I don't know, you understand how the system is. So
Yeah,
it's only
I
really
guess.
flourishing because the government are not really in control. So I believe in the next couple
Awesome.
of years, Nigeria will be at the top of crypto and stuff.
Awesome. We also hope so too. And we look forward to see what's new in the cryptocurrency space and how it's going to affect the future of finance, both in Nigeria and globally, and also banking systems. Our fingers
Yeah.
are crossed. Thank you, Gospel, for making the conversation insightful. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
All
It was
right.
it was a privilege.
All right.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
So last thing before we
Okay.
shut down, do you have a social media page you want people to like follow you? Since you're a technical writer and also very knowledgeable in cryptocurrency, people might want to like hook up, get to connect and know more. So what's your social media handle?
Okay. I think primarily I write on LinkedIn, Medium, and on Hackernoon. All my handles on the three platforms are the same: Gospel Bassey on Hackernoon, on LinkedIn, and on Medium.
Awesome. So thank you very much,
Okay.
Gospel. It was nice having you.
Thank you.
Have a great time. Bye,
Thank you so much,
guys.
Victoria. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Thanks for being a part of today's conversation on the TechNerds Show. Do follow us on social media at the TechNerds Show. Join our growing tech community on Telegram at TechNerds Show so you'll never miss any updates. If you find our content valuable, would love you to drop us comments or likes, or you could share it with your friends too. Catch you next week.